Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Modesty33 here, aka Crystal with a C, back at you with another video. And this is Vlogging Time Day 9. And so just want to come back with you guys with the unfortunate news. If you can't tell, yeah, the hairstyle didn't last. So, I talked to my best friend a little bit about how to wrap because let me tell y'all something. I think I said it yesterday in the video. Even as a relaxed person, I never have been able to wrap my hair. Um, I can twist all day, I can do braids, I can't wrap hair because the concept is a little bit too much for me in my life. But I did try. I took the brush, I wrapped it, could not find my wrap cap. So I used saran wrap. I was like, okay, we're gonna improvise because I could not find the wrap cap, y'all. And I expected like maybe a little bit, because it was starting to already get kind of puffy on this side because my part was on this side and it was already starting to get like a little puffy to me on this side. But I said, no, it'll be okay. It'll be cool. But then, like, I woke up at like 5 this morning and I was sweating. So I think that's part of what happened too. And then part of the cap was off of my head. So yeah, I'm like, then I try to wrap it back. Then when I go and comb it down this morning, this is what happened. Look, I don't know if you could tell. You could probably tell. I ain't had to move in no closer. You could tell. It's starting to furrow back up. So I gotta go to work. That's where we headed today in the morning. I gotta head to work. I got my work shirt on under this and just, a little scarf, a little blazer, pants, and my new Tims. Yes, praise God. Because it is like in the 50s today. It dropped 20 degrees from the 70s yesterday. So I'm kind of in a conundrum. I really need to leave in a few minutes. I mean, I could go like this, but I kind of feel like I should just put my hair in a bun and keep it rocking. Like, it kind of makes me a little upset because I actually did try to preserve the style, and this is what happened. And that's why I told y'all I just was not made to be relaxed. I wasn't made to be relaxed. Because the same thing would happen when I was relaxed. Like, this would happen. This right here would happen. So, yeah. Like, I just was not made to have straight hair. I was not made to be relaxed. I mean, I could put a flat iron on it, but I don't really want to do that. I don't, it wasn't that serious to me to preserve the style, but I would have just liked to have had it at least till Sunday. I mean, was that too much to ask until Sunday? I mean, I don't know. Oh well, maybe it was. But I probably will go ahead and put this in a bun. Maybe come back to y'all. But I'm just getting ready to go to work. Vlogging time day 9. That's how we starting off. Started off strong, but I did pray and do my devotional before I took my hair down. So, my attitude is a little bit better than it would have been if I had not done that. I'm just gonna say that. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go ahead and put this in a bun because I feel like this looks a little wild and crazy, and I'm going into somebody's workplace. So, yep. Yeah, as opposed to my natural hair, which is curly and it has a pattern. This to me it has nothing really. So anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and fix this real quick, and then I may come back to y'all, and I'm probably just gonna go and pick up some breakfast and then head to work. All right, I'll see y'all a little bit later. Hey y'all, I'm back. I'm just in my bathroom. I just had to do a real quick bun or something, and so this is what I ended up doing. It just kind of put this little, just to give it a little bit more dimension because I'm used to my hair being, of course, three-dimensional, being natural. So I just kind of did this bun, and yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. So took me like a minute to do. So I actually really like it. So, I mean, it's a quick way to salvage a style that did not go your way. So, yeah. So, yeah, it was unfortunate, but I do like the way this looks. Even though, it did look a certain way yesterday. But you know how you have a style. Like for me, I have a style, especially when I get my hair straight. And I already know it's not going to last. I don't know, for some reason yesterday, and it may have been because of the temperature change too. Um, it seemed like when I got home, it started to like get puffy already. And usually again, she did like a special treatment in my hair, it will usually like last a little bit longer, but I guess the hair said no. No, not after I put the melanin in. It was like, listen, we gonna have to get back to this melanin hair care at some point soon. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. Um, and I don't mind it. I'm not mad. I will go ahead and say that I'm not mad because I was able to salvage it in 2 minutes. So I'm not mad. I'm okay today. So it will be a great day. It's gonna be a great work day. And yeah, my eyebrows are still, the eyebrows didn't puff back up. It's gonna take a while for them. So I'm happy about that too. So anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and head out, get some breakfast, and then head to work and pray it is gonna be I'm gonna speak that it's gonna be an awesome work day. It's gonna be an awesome work day for me and for you, all of you out there who have to work this Saturday. It's gonna be an awesome work day for you as well. But let me show you, I didn't show you my bag. Typically I would do my wallet on chain to work, but I don't feel like changing to my wallet on chain, I ain't gonna lie. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my Clapton backpack. I actually wore that backpack to my interview with this job, so it's a little understated too. I mean, if you know Louis Vuitton, you know the Damier being pattern, and so it just is what it is. I mean, if you know Chanel, you know that I have a wallet on chain. So I mean, it's kind of the same principle. But anyway, y'all, let me show you my bag real quick, and then we'll go ahead and head off and get some breakfast and head to an awesome day of work. All right. Hey, I'm back. So this is just my Clapton backpack. It's just fully loaded, and just gonna put my eyeglass cleaner in here as well. And I think the only other thing, I might bring my iPod. And this isn't like a what's in my bag. This is just me packing, getting ready for work. It's hard to do a lot of these things with one hand, but we manage. We get it in there and get it done. So, oh, and this is the lipstick I'm wearing today. This is Charlotte Tilbury, and it is Bond Girl. So that's what I'm wearing on my lips today. So I actually probably put this in my pocket because once I get something to eat, just go ahead and have easy access and go ahead and, yeah, put that back on. So I'm just going to put my keys in here. And yeah, that's going to be pretty much it, y'all. Okay, I'm back. So this is what the bag looks like packed up. And yep. This is it right here. Sorry, it's not the best lighting or, all that. So, yep, that's what it looks like. My Clapton backpack. That's our bag for today. And all right, you guys, I will be back to you later on with my featurette and my story time. My story time. I don't know what I want to do. I feel like my energy is not quite there to do the other story time, like the newspaper ad story time that I showed y'all my refrigerator. So I think I might just do my Dallas story time. So we'll go ahead and do that one. And there's not much of a like profound story or anything like that, but as far as Dallas was concerned, I think I will use Dallas to make another point. We'll say that. Okay, so let's move forward with that. So as far as like my Dallas trip that I took last year, it was like, again, me, my best friend, her brother, and one of his friends. We ended up all going together to Dallas, just wanting to see Dallas. So, sorry, y'all, I keep changing positions because my arm is tired. I need okay, I'm gonna put this under my arm right here. Okay, so anyway, so yeah, with Dallas, we ended up going to Dallas. They live in Florida, I live here in South Carolina. So, and then again, like I told you before, I have a smaller airport, so my flight was, significantly more. And so, I went ahead and booked the flight. The flight was like I booked the flight out of the North Carolina, the Charlotte Airport, International Airport, because it was a little bit cheaper than where I'm from, and the drive wasn't, too far. But when I booked that flight, I made a decision then that I just was not going to be paying that much for these domestic flights. Like, I'm like, okay, if I pay another $500, I could practically go to London from a major city. Like, I can go out of the country for this amount. I don't understand, why am I paying almost $300 just to fly to Dallas, Texas? What's going on? So I ended up, after, you know, paying that amount, I said, okay, this is going to be the last time I paid this for a flight. So, well, not necessarily the last time, but I just said I need to be smarter about, you know, booking flights and all. So I booked the flight to Dallas. You know, we went to Dallas, and what I will say about Dallas is, number one, I enjoyed Houston more. I think we can all agree on that when we went, you know, to Houston a few years ago, that we did enjoy Houston quite a bit. But I don't know, Dallas just had a lot of construction. It just looked like it was like the whole city just needs to have under construction or something on it. Well, not the whole city, but like definitely the downtown area. The suburbs were beautiful, beautiful, beautiful homes. And while we were in Dallas, we went to San Antonio, we went to Austin, which are also very nice places. And so, but with Dallas, when we first got there, you know, my best friend had like an itinerary planned out for us and things we were gonna do. And then so there was like this tour that we were gonna go on that, like, you know, was in the $50 range per person, and it was gonna take you like around the city and the suburbs and like to a lot of different spots in Dallas. But then when we got there and then we finished eating, we went to this place called Wing Bucket, which is bomb.com. If you in Dallas, you need to go get you some Wing Bucket, because I look forward to getting Wing Bucket whenever, Lord willing, I go back to Dallas. But yeah, so after we ate, I think we had a little bit of the itis. And so, you know, instead of trying to find that tour that was $50 something a person, there was a guy who was sitting outside and his tour was $20. So I was like, okay, yeah, we do this $20 tour. He said he did a JFK tour. I'm like, oh, okay, I don't really know what that, you know, consists of, but cool, let's go ahead and get on here and do this JFK tour. Did the JFK tour, y'all. This tour was so depressing. Like, it just brought down the whole, it brought down like the whole mood. After we left that tour, we saw X's in a row from where JFK, you know, the whole route, and when JFK was assassinated, still the X's in the road. And I'm like, why is there still X's in the road? What's going on here? And so, you know, we went to the one part of town that looked real bad, and then talking about yeah, Harvey Oswald essentially like, oh, you know, he had a gun and he took his gun out the house and nobody knows why. And I'm like, listen, look at this neighborhood right here. I know why. Maybe we need to have a little something that we packing. So yeah, like, did the tour, yeah, kind of brought us down a little bit. It brought the whole kind of mood down from, you know, our excitement of being in Dallas. We still recovered, but the tour brought the, you know, the tour kind of brought the mood down and the excitement about being in Dallas, as opposed to the tour in Houston was bomb.com. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so one of my recommendations is, if you're going to a new city, definitely do a tour so you can see what they have actually in the city for you to actually go back to and look at, you know, a little bit further. So anyway, like, that would be one of my recommendations. Like, if you're going to a new city, definitely do your research about tours in that city and what there is to offer in that city, and see if you can get on a tour or on off tour. Those are really good. They have those in a lot of cities, and definitely go ahead and do that. Pay the money. I feel like it's definitely worth it to do the tour, and then that way you know of certain things that they have in the town and things that you actually want to go back to and see, as opposed to if you're just walking around the city aimlessly, you don't really know, you know, what there is in the city. So that's the first thing. The other thing is, as far as the flight was concerned, and when I said I made that decision, I wasn't going to pay that for a flight again, what I ended up doing was I ended up getting a Delta Gold credit card. I actually had that card before. I had the Gold card when I went to Houston the year prior, and that's how I got that flight for $33. I ended up canceling that credit card, and because it was like, basically with the Gold card, you have the card, you know, there's no fee for a year, then the second year is $95. I was like, I ain't paying no $95, so I canceled the card. Then what I ended up doing is I kept getting all these offers in the mail for like 60,000 points if you spend $2,000 in a 3-month period of time. I'm like, shoot, my bills and stuff, I can spend $2,000 in a 3-month period of time. So you know, I kept getting all these offers in the mail for the Delta Gold card and then the Delta Platinum card. You know, the Gold card, again, is $95 a year. The Platinum, I think, is like $195, but you do get more perks with the Platinum. I ain't Platinum status right now, so I was like, listen, let me see if I can get a Gold card. You know, let me put some of my bills and expenses on the Gold card, stuff that I'm already gonna spend on, like some of my bills and stuff that I already have that are cyclical. Essentially, they're gonna come around every month. And, you know, accrue the points that way, and I can do that, get the $2,000, spend the $2,000 in 3 months, then I can get these 60,000 points. Because what I was doing is I was researching to see what can 60,000 points get me. At the time last year, if I wanted to go to Italy, 60,000 airline points would have got me round trip from my city to Italy, and it would have cost me out of pocket, I think, $80, I think. Listen, to Italy, international, with 60,000 airline points. At the time, anyway. I'm not saying that's what it is now. At the time when I looked at it. So, I said, listen, I'm going to go ahead and get these points, though. So, I did that last year, y'all. And I just booked a flight for later on in the year. We're going to talk about that on another day. I'm not going to talk about where I'm going yet. But, or where I'm planning on going. But, yeah, I booked that flight because, essentially, that flight is going to be out of Florida. That we're going to be flying out of Florida to, you know, our location. And so I'm going to be meeting my friends in Florida. But, yeah, I'm still flying out of South Carolina, out of my town, because I said, no, I need to fly out of my town. So I'm flying out of my town to Florida to meet with them. And then we're going to take another flight to another place. And again, we'll talk about that later on. But when I booked the flight, because I had the 60,000 points, I went ahead and said, I'm going to use my points because, you know, I want to cut down on expenses, what have you. So I went ahead, you know, booked it through my points through Delta. And y'all, guess what I paid for this flight? Round trip to Florida, essentially. And when well, hold on, let me tell you what the flight would have been without me using the points. The flight from my city to Florida was like $350 through Delta. And that was like main cabin. I think basic economy was like $300 still ridiculous amount of money to be flying domestically to me, like to Florida, when I can drive to Florida. I've driven to Florida. So anyway, but of course, you know, wear and tear on your car, time, you got to take all those things into account as well. But anyway, so yeah, so the flight would have been $350 flying out of my city to Florida. But guess what I paid for this flight using my points? I paid $11.20 to fly round trip from my city in South Carolina to Florida. $11.20. And $11.20 was actually just the taxes. So my flight is going to be in the main cabin. Typically I fly basic economy because that's the cheapest ticket, but it's actually going to be in the main cabin. It was like 25,000, I think 500 points that it took off my, you know, took from my points. And then I paid $11.20. That's like a 9/11 post, or like, yeah, 9/11 fee for security. So it wasn't really even taxes and fees, because again, the flight was free. It just was that tax as far as the 9/11 security. So it was $11.20. So y'all, $11.20 as opposed to $350. You choose, you decide, you choose ye this day which one you want to do. So that's another tip out there too. If you're wanting to fly, but you know, maybe you live in a smaller town, flights are expensive, think about getting one of these credit cards that have incentives where you can earn points and accrue points, and just, you know, do a little research and see how many points is it going to take if I want to go to this place. So first you go ahead and research that and see. Now the points do change, and it changes depending on too, like, you know, if gas prices go up or fuel goes up, you know, that's a variation. Also, like the time of year that you fly, that's also another thing. Also, like, you know, how are you going to fly? Are you going to fly basic? Are you going to fly main cabin or comfort plus if it's Delta, or, you know, business class? You know, you do have like the first class, all those kind of different categories. So those require different points too. So for an extra 10,000 points, I could have flown like Comfort Plus, but I said I was going to save that for like another, I wanted to save the rest of the points and save that for maybe another trip. So I said, no, I'm not going to do that this trip, because it's just going to be a quick flight there. So, so yeah, anyway, you do have to look at that, do the research and see how many points it would take for you to get from point A to point B being wherever it is you want to go. Then look at the credit cards, do the research. Now I'm not saying to run up a bill on a credit card. I'm saying like if you know that you have the money, or you know will have the money, Lord willing, if you will have the money, or make a plan as far as paying that credit card back, because I ain't pay interest on none of that stuff that I got on the credit card. That's another thing. I typically don't pay interest on credit cards. Typically. Because I feel like the mindset that I have about that too is like, I'm not going to pay interest on a meal I already ate. I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to pay interest on a luxury scarf or anything. They already got, it's already a lot of money. I'm not paying no more than what they asking for me. I'm not paying any more money for a luxury bag. I think when I bought my, well, I ain't gonna talk about that because we talking about this right now. But like, yeah, I don't pay interest on any of that stuff. So whenever I get it on a credit card, because either I already have the money, or yeah, you get, there are certain incentives and offers through certain credit cards. I'll just say that if y'all want to know some more about that, let me know. I can do a video about that. But I'm not saying what anyone else should do. I'm just saying what I have done to minimize on expenses. So I definitely recommend that. Look at some of these credit cards that have incentives, and you can get like certain points. And I know that, a lot of times people will tell you, yeah, credit cards are the devil, this, that, and the other. Listen, let me tell you something. You have to know how to use a credit card to your advantage, because there are credit cards that actually you can make money from. Like if you spend a certain way, or, you get certain points and incentives. So you're around here trying to save all this money to get particular things. Whereas if you can wisely use somebody else's money on credit, it actually, you can make money that way and save your own money. So anyway, I'm not a financial guru by any means, but there's just things, again, you got to learn as a single woman how to get by and get over. So I'm just going to say it like that. But anyway, that's my story time essentially, as far as, Dallas is concerned, and as far as, the credit card and getting, flights for cheaper is concerned. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to try to do my featurette and then wrap it up, y'all. Okay, I want to do my featurette for the day. I'm not going to prolong the time because I got things to do, and it's been, again, a long day. Got to get ready for the church tomorrow. Yes, hear that good word. So my featurette for the day, and I just kind of picked this one out, is going to be my Louis Vuitton Toiletry 26 in the Tahiettiene print Damier Azur. Now this was a special edition piece right here, and with it, I ended up getting this one, I think 2017. It was 2017. I think this came out April 2017. It was special edition. It sold out really quickly. Like, I think they made limited quantities. Louis Vuitton really ran out of this pretty quickly. And by the time I decided I wanted it, it was gone. So I did end up paying a bit above retail for this. I got it from eBay. And this would have definitely, if you bought this from Louis Vuitton, this would have definitely been a good, I would say, like, investment piece or anything like that. Because you definitely made some money off of this, I feel like. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around and let you guys see kind of some of the features of it. Okay, you guys, so we're back. So again, this is the totality of the Louis Vuitton Toiletry 26 in the Tahiettiene print. I just want to kind of give you guys a full view of it. Behind it here, I have my kombucha holding it up. But yeah, this is like the zipper here, which is that beautiful gold zipper. On the sides, it's just a regular Damier Azur. And then the back, it also has this little pattern here. Bottom, it has the pattern. So if we look on the inside, so inside here, what is so gorgeous about this particular piece is it has the light pink interior, the same as right here that's on the actual canvas. So it is like a screen print. Now I've had this piece again since 2017. I think I got this June or July. So it was probably July or August actually. Sometime after I came back from London, I ended up getting this piece from eBay. And so it does have the wipeable interior like the Toiletry 26 pouches do. Now the Toiletry 26 is an item that, okay, I just want to make sure ain't about to fall over. The Toiletry 26 is typically an item that's very hard to get because You know, a lot of people get creative and use different items that Louis Vuitton has, not just as they're designated to, but they use them for multiple things. So like this particular item right here is not just a toiletry to put your makeup or, you know, your toothbrush or other items like that, which I have done when I've gone on trips, but it also can be used as a clutch. I've attached a chain to this before and use it as a clutch. I do have a video about that. It's like a what's in my bag or what's in my Toiletry 26. So if you're interested in that, make sure you check out the channel to see that video. But a lot fits in here. As you can see, it is narrow as far as, you know, like how wide it is or how deep it is, but you can fit a lot in here. It is very tall. So yeah, a lot does fit in here. And again, with it being wipeable, you don't have to really worry about your makeup items or anything like that as far as spilling over into there, because you can wipe all of that out. So I think this is definitely a good piece if you have it, or if you could get your hands on it. Would be a nice piece for Valentine's Day. They do sell them secondhand. Again, they're a bit more money than they were if you would have got them at the time, and I hate that I didn't. I hesitated on it at the time, so I ended up paying more money for this piece when I got it from eBay, because it was sold out everywhere. I called Louis Vuitton, they said they weren't making any more. But I just thought the Toiletry 26 was going to be a nice piece, because I really did like the pink and I like the wipeable interior. They did make other items in this print. They did make like a pochette, a mini pochette, but I already have a mini pochette and I didn't, you know, want that light pink interior, canvas interior. I really just like this wipeable interior. So yeah, I've worn it as a handbag. I've worn it when I've gone on different trips as a toiletry bag and put all my stuff in here. So I thought about selling it at one point. I did mention that in the video when I did the What's in My Toiletry 26 video, but then I started using it a lot more, especially as I went out of town a lot more on, you know, regular trips. You know, regular 2-3 day trips, you know, out of town, or even longer trips than that. I always use this particular item here. So, and then it's very difficult to get these Toiletry 26. So I thought about that too. So I just decided I wasn't going to sell it. And I'm really glad I didn't, because it's a very unique piece. And again, it does resell above retail, retail price. So I know that it does have a good value. I don't have anything else in my collection, Damier Azur. It's just not really a print for me. As far as like a bigger item or you know, an actual handbag. But this item again is wipeable interior, and then you know, it's just to me like a cute clutch, and it can be worn that way. So I really enjoy it that way. And then too, it's just, you know, it's just unique. It's a special edition piece, so it's not just a Toiletry 26, it's a unique Toiletry 26. It's a light color, so it's good for spring, and definitely pink, good for Valentine's Day, of course. And it's just good if you're a pink girl anyway. So yeah, that's my featurette for today, you guys. My toiletry, my Louis Vuitton Toiletry 26 and the Damier Azur with the Tahitian print. Okay, y'all, I'm still in my kitchen, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video there, because again, I'm tired. I've been working all day and I still have to catch up on stuff from my primary job. So, and edit this and put it out. Don't know when I'm gonna put this out. Maybe I'll put it out, I don't know, maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. We'll have to see. But anyway, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching. I know it wasn't very eventful today, and it kind of was like to the point, really, because again, I had to work the majority of the day. But it was a really, really good day overall, even though my hair got jacked up. So it's still, you know, I did go to Sally's earlier. I didn't film that or whatever because I was trying to be in and out, but I did go to Sally's earlier and get a few items that maybe if I get, you know, a flat iron back, if I get my flat iron back from my best friend, I can, you know, maybe straighten it a little bit and see if we can recover, you know, the style. We'll see. But anyway, guys, I really appreciate you watching, and I really appreciate you supporting Vlogging Time. Thank you so much for the response and the reactions, you know, to everything I've posted thus far. And so I really hope you guys will continue to enjoy. And like I said, next week we're going to get into the big girls as far as the luxury featurette items and some of my funnier story times. We'll see about that. And then, so you guys, I really, again, appreciate it. So we're going to be doing that up until Valentine's Day. So anyway, guys, I really thank you so very much again and again for watching. And I will see you guys in my next video. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure you do give it a thumbs up. Make sure you share it with anyone else who likes vlog videos. Also, make sure you comment below. Let me know how your day was. Just tell me how your day was. Mine was busy, but you know, let me know how your day was. Comment below, or any other comment you want to share. Also, make sure before you leave, you do subscribe to the channel. You do that by hitting the red button below and hitting the bell next to it, so you're notified when I do upload future videos. And I will see you guys in my very next video. Bye.